How's everybody doing? I've noticed a lot of nervous people today, waiting for the election of tomorrow, and I've been getting a lot of questions from people who think I might have some insight into how the different types of voters will behave and what they believe in, and based on my travels around the country this summer. And I guess what I would say is that people are passionate, and the people who support the Republican Party are more passionate by far than the Democrats. But that doesn't necessarily mean that there are more of them. It just means that there's a lot going on in their minds and a lot they're thinking about, and they really, really want their candidate elected. And I think that with the other side, the Democrats, I think there's more than wanting Joe Biden elected. Their passion comes from not wanting President Trump to be reelected. So this is pretty obvious, I guess, but what I saw, I definitely see a passion gap. I saw that all summer long, and that makes me think that that could be a big factor in the election. Polls aside, the passion gap means a lot. One thing I've noticed, like for instance, I published a video the other day on Facebook about me getting arrested in Miami or detained in Miami during some protests, and the president was speaking and all of this. And the interview actually is about the police, and it's one policeman describing what it's been like to be a cop in the last 6 months in the United States. And it's really like a exploration of what it means to be a cop more than anything else. But people on Facebook see the video of the protesters at the beginning, they automatically assume it's a pro-Biden or a pro-Trump video, and people don't watch through. And so I think that points to an information gap. A lot of people aren't really exploring what either candidate means or even what their own ideas mean, and that kind of concerns me a bit. Here in New York, I'm in Manhattan right now, people are boarding up storefronts. Someone called me and told me a friend of theirs lives in a very wealthy neighborhood on Sutton Place in a very wealthy building, and they've hired armed guards to protect them tomorrow in case there are, I don't know who they think is going to come and break into their house and steal their paintings and fine crystals, but they're afraid of it. And then the stores are boarding up, and it makes no sense to me whatsoever. I don't think the Trump supporters are going to come and rob everybody if Trump wins. And likewise, I don't really think the Biden supporters are going to come and rob all the rich people if Trump wins. I honestly believe, based on my conversations with people this summer, that most Americans want a fair, peaceful election. They want their candidate elected, but they want it to be fair and peaceful. And I think all the hype is from too much news, too many media sources, way too much Facebook and social media. And my prediction, which could easily be proved wrong, is that we'll know the results of the election pretty well by late tomorrow night, and that it's going to be peaceful. There might be some outbreaks of violence here and there, but I really don't think it's going to happen. I think we all need to get behind whoever wins and support that person and try to move forward. The way that we swirl in a vacuum of chaos right now is not helpful, and I don't think it speaks to our true natures either. And I base that also on talking to, interviewing over 150 people this summer and seeing all parts of the country and all the beautiful people in America who really have good hearts. I think we've let ourselves be distorted by the media, basically, and by our own thoughts and social media comments this summer. So let's get it together. Vote. Have fun.